Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, where's the Ruach? Where's the energy? Shabbat is a time of joy and celebration. I think they can do better. What do you think?
Yes.
Rowan thinks you can all do better. So this is what's going to happen, because I know you'll do better. For those of you that were with us last night, you know how much better you did when Rowan started. I'm going to pass the power to Rowan to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. And what you do is you just repeat Shabbat Shalom back with a lot of Ruach. Ruach. Jacob's camp friend, what's Ruach? Thank you. A lot of spirit. And we're just wishing each other a day of peace, a Shabbat of peace. So let's try it. Power's going to you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Much better, right? Much better. So great that we are able to be together to celebrate Shabbat and to celebrate the hard work that Rowan has been doing for the past many, many months. Before we even open up our prayer books, let us take in a deep breath. As you inhale, think of something wonderful that's happened to you sometime in the past week. And as you exhale, try to exhale your worries away. Maybe for this group over here, try to exhale all your tendencies to whisper away. Try to exhale those things that are distracting you from being in this moment. And let us continue offering each other a Shabbat Shalom as we sing together.
Bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam.
It is my honor now to invite Jason to join us up here to offer Rowan something that he will wear for the rest of services.
Rowan, as part of the sacred ceremony, I have the honor of presenting you with the tallis, a symbolic garment representing the embrace of religious responsibility. The tallis is more than just a piece of fabric. It embodies generations of tradition, wisdom, and connection to our heritage. This tallis belonged to your great-grandfather, Opa, who I was very close to. As you know, Opa was a Holocaust survivor and spent 2 years in a concentration camp. I wore this tallis at my bar mitzvah. It's been used in family weddings, and now you're carrying on the tradition by wearing it today. Let it wrap you in the warmth of tradition and inspire you to seek knowledge, understanding, and kindness in all your endeavors. Mazel tov.
Okay, let's help him put it on. Your uncle's gonna put it on you. Beautiful. Give your uncle a good hug. Jason, go back to your seat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to wrap ourselves in the fringes.
I'm going to invite you now to open up your prayer books, the thick blue book in front of you, or behind you, or underneath you. This morning during services, there will be opportunities to sing along with us. English, to read and sing in Hebrew. We invite you to participate in everything that you are comfortable participating in. We will be sure to call out page numbers. Rowan will lead us through our service to make sure that we are all together. I'm going to ask you at this moment to do one more thing. I'm going to guess many of you currently have an electronic leash in your pocket. I'm going to invite you, if you have a phone, to pull it out once and only once, and that is right now, if you would like to. Let's look pretty, because I'm going to invite them all to take a picture. Now is the only time during this service. If they're already off, great, that's what I'm about to tell you to do. If it's not off yet, smile big. This is the only time I'm going to invite you to take a picture. All on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll invite you to share those with the family later. But now, I'm going to invite you to turn your phones off. Put them in your pocket, in your bag, wherever, so we can truly be present in this moment of celebration and of Shabbat. I invite you now open your prayer books to page 192 as we sing together.
Continue reading together on page 194. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh,
working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei kol basar umafli la'asot.
We continue on page 197. My soul came to me pure, drawn from the reservoir of the holy. All the time it remains within me. I am thankful for its thirst, for compassion and justice. Let my eyes behold the beauty of all creatures. Let my hands know the privilege of righteous deeds.
Baruch atah Adonai, asher b'yado nefesh kol chai, ve'ruach kol basar ish. We continue together thinking about the little miracles in our life that happen every single day. Not the big things that happen once in a lifetime, but the things that we are privileged to do every single day with our nisim b'kol yom, our blessings for daily miracles. These blessings begin on page 198 and following. We will chant them together, the first two lines in Hebrew, and then joining together in the line of English. I promise you, you will quickly catch on and be able to join with us. Page 198. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who hallows us with mitzvah, commanding us to engage with words of Torah.
We read together on page 206. These are things that are limitless,
Of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all.
We continue on page 218, singing Psalm 150. We read together on page 219. Let the soul of everything alive bless your name, Adonai our God. In the spirit of all flesh, glorify and exalt your name forever, O Sovereign, transcending space and time. You alone are God. We have no sovereign besides you. God of the first and the last, God of all creatures, Master of all generations, who is praised in a multitude of praises, who guides the world with abundant loving kindness, and all creatures with mercy. Adonai neither slumbers nor sleeps. God awakens the sleeping, arouses those who slumber, gives speech to the mute, and God loosens the bonds of captives. God supports the fallen and strengthens those who are bent over. You alone do we acknowledge. We continue on page 223. Together. You shall always be praised, great and holy God, our sovereign in heaven and on earth. Songs of praise and songs of adoration become you, acknowledging your might and your dominion. Yours are strength and sovereignty, sanctity, grandeur, and glory always. We offer our devotion, open our hearts in acclamation. Baruch atah Adonai, El Melech Gadol Batishbachot, El HaHodaot, Adon HaNiflaot, Habocher B'Shirei Zimra, Melech Elchei HaOlamim. Praised are you, sovereign of wonders, crowned in adoration, delighting in song, eternal majesty. We continue on page 224.
Yud Gadal, Vid Gada, Shemei Rabbah. Ve'almadi vrachir teviam lich malchute, v'chayechon yom echon, uchayed kol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kari, vimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam lo me'omaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yitbarach, v'yitbar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei nekutsha b'richu, le'la min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram be'amam, v'meru, amen.
Page 226, please rise. Please be seated. We continue reading together on page 228. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy you illuminate the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. We continue on page 231. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. In light blinded we saw, that inner and outer worlds are one. You are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us. As we climbed, fell back, and climbed again, your Sinai of life.
Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael, be'ahava.
Page 232, please rise.
Please be seated.
And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
We read responsibly page 239, and I invite you to read where you see the lines indented.
The eternal truth, is that you alone are God, and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares. Let their their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war any more.
You shall not hate your brothers or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asks God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing. We sing together page 240.
Mi chamocha v'elim Adonai, mi chamocha b'dar b'kodesh, norah tehilot, osef eleh, mi chamocha b'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh.
We now enter our central prayers, our Amidah. We begin together on page 252. We will chant together in Hebrew, the right-hand side of the page. I invite you to chant along with us or to get lost in the other English words on the page as we enter our Amidah, page 242, and I invite you to please rise.
Please be seated. We read together on page 253. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. We continue on page 254. We continue on page 257. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, fanaticism?
Yeah.
For understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble, for all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others may live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness. You are worthy of thanksgiving.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulacha na'eh lehodot.
We continue on page 258. We sing a prayer for peace.
Sim shalom, Torah u'bracha. Sim shalom, Torah u'bracha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom, Torah u'bracha. Sim shalom, Torah u'bracha. Sim shalom.
silent prayer.
We've come to the moment in our service where we turn to Torah. In Jewish tradition, when a young person turns 13, they automatically become bar mitzvah. So that happened for you in November, right? Right? So we're done. We should just go party, right? No, that's not quite how it works. But although when a young man turns 13 in our tradition, they automatically become bar mitzvah, they show that they're ready to take on the responsibilities of being part of the Jewish community by doing 3 things at a service like this. Those 3 things are that they lead services for us. They are the one person from our community to chant a section of Torah, and they also become our teacher. Rowan has already led us beautifully so far to this point of services. Would you agree with me? Yes. They would agree with me. Would you agree with me? You've been doing great. In a moment, we're going to hear him chant from the Torah, and then we're very lucky a little bit later on, we're going to become Rowan's students as he teaches us a unique lesson from his Torah portion when he delivers his Devar Torah. And when he completes those 3 things, we celebrate the fact that although he already turned 13 in November, that he officially this morning becomes bar mitzvah. In a moment, we will symbolically pass the Torah down from generation to generation, and then Rowan will hold Torah in his arms. But before we do that, let's think about the last 13 years. So raise your hand if you remember the day Rowan was born. Okay, there's a few people I'm expecting to have their hands up in the room. right? Okay. Raise your hand if you remember the first time Rowan took his first steps. Okay, some of those same people. Raise your hand if you remember, and River, I'm looking at you, your first argument with your brother. What about you? You remember your first argument with your brother? You don't? Okay, wonderful. Do you remember the first time you guys hugged? To you? No? Anybody remember the first time Rowan started growing his beautiful curls? He came into the world with them, right? Okay. Who remembers the first drop-off at Jacob's camp? Okay. I'm going to keep looking over here. Who remembers the first time he got a little too rowdy during a Hoshea mosh pit? Okay. If you don't know what that means, you can ask all the Jacob's Camp friends later how much fun they have during Shabbat song session, which we heard last night was Rowan's favorite part about Shabbat at camp. And now, in a moment, everyone will be able to remember the first time that Rowan read from Torah. So let us turn now to Torah. I invite you to turn in your prayer books to page 362. I'm going to invite Peyton and Olive to join us to help open and close the ark. I'm also going to invite Jack and Donna and Jacob and Jenny to join us so we can symbolically pass the Torah down. And then once Rowan walks around with the Torah, I'm going to invite River and Enzo to help us undress the Torah. So congregation, I invite you to turn to page 362 as Peyton and Olive open the ark, and Jack and Donna, Jacob and Jenny join us at the ark. And I invite the congregation to please rise. There's a button. We are on page 362.
בשמיים ובארץ, כי כה בשמיים ובארץ. לך אדוני אמר, ויהי מעשה לכל ראש. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד.
You may be seated. Help you a little bit. This morning, if you'd like to follow along as Rowan chants in Hebrew, you can put down your thick blue book and open up the thick maroon Torah commentary book. And you can open it to page 351, where you will find the section of Torah that Rowan will be chanting for us this morning. He is beginning in Exodus chapter 6, verse 2. He will be chanting it directly out of the Torah in Hebrew, but even if you know absolutely no Hebrew, I promise you, you know a little bit about what he's saying, because he will be talking about that time where God told Moses to go to Pharaoh and say what? Famous line, it's a song? Awesome, so we are all on the same page. We know exactly where we are in the story. But I invite you to follow along again in the Maroon Torah Commentary book on page 351, beginning in Exodus chapter 6, verse 2. For our first aliyah this morning, I invite Fritz. We're switching. I invite Lucia. Sorry. You changed it. You know, got to keep the rabbi on her toes, right? Right? We'll see what happens later when I'm hanging out with you this afternoon, but no. Okay, so, well, Fritz, spoiler alert, Fritz is doing the second aliyah. So, ta'amod le'aliyah. And we're going to be starting. Nope. Who moved my Torah? Right there.
Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vaydober Elohim el Moshe, Vayomer Elav ani Adonai, Va'era el Avraham, el Yitzhak, Va'el Yaakov, Ba'el Shaddai, Ushmi Adonai, lo nodati lachem. Vegam hakimahoti et beriti itam latet lachem et eretz Canaan et eretz Megrahem asher garuva.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata betochenu. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
You can come around. You can stand right here.
Any guesses of who's doing the second Aliyah, friends? No one remembers? It's only been 30 seconds, friends. I'm gonna invite Fritz to have the honor of our second Aliyah, Ya'amod la'Aliyah.
Are you more used to this piece of paper or this? It's the same thing.
Are we doing the same thing yet?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Just open for us. No?
Amen. Vegam ani shamati et na'akat b'nei Yisrael asher mitzrayim ma'avidim otam va'ezkor et beriti lahem emor livnei Yisrael ani Adonai v'hotzeti ethem mitahat sivlot mitzrayim v'hisalti ethem me'ovaratam v'ga'alti ethem bizroa netuyam uvishvatim gedolim v'lekakti ethem li leo v'hayiti lahem le'elohim v'dathem ki ani Adonai Elohim hamotzi ethem mitahat sivlot mitzrayim.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. We're going to call them. And then you're going to do this one.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Before you both have a seat, are we a hugging family?
Boy, we certainly
I
can.
mean, Rowan's a hugger. At this moment in our service, with our Torah in our midst, we pause to think about those in need of healing. Healing of body, healing of spirit, and healing of mind. Right now, if you are holding on to the Torah commentary book, you can find our prayer for healing on the inside back cover. If you're still holding on to your prayer book, you can find it on page 371. For healing, we think of as a community Joy Lewis, Lucy Silva, Minna Bat Yentl, Mordechai Ben Dina, Rowan Hausman, Anna Carlo, Judy Roheim, Frida Tamara Bat Liba Bela, Manucha Pesa Bat Cherny Umosha, Gretchen Haynes, Ruby Smolinski, Jennifer Casson, Vicky Furstel, Storm Matthews, Terry Stern, Judith Von Brentnell, Kaylee Barron, Zieselbot Yentl, David Berman, Harvey Schwartzberg, Maxine Cohn, David Leek, Carol Smolinski, Maureen Corcoran, Barbara Stockner, Janet Gerwich, Danielle Riker, John Buddy Hury, Laura Swire, Susan Wasserman, Nevin Rose, Edie Bernard, Larry Zachem, Cindy DeMarco, Sheldon Rawson, James Stockner, Vicki Jenkins, Steve Ginsberg. If there are others you are thinking of in need of healing this morning, I invite you to share their names aloud as my eyes meet yours. And those whom we hold in our hearts, and all of those in need of prayers of healing in Israel, we join together in this prayer for healing. This morning, we officially call up Rowan as a bar mitzvah. But before you do so, I have one question for you. You ready?
Yeah, we good.
I think we good, right? Okay.
This way work.
Ya'amod, 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 habar mitzvah la'aliyah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
The ancient scroll is hard to navigate.
Right here. You see it? That's where
Okay. Vehevetim ethem el haaretz asher nasati et yadi latet ota l'Avraham leYitzhak uYaakov v'natati ota lachem morasha ani Adonai. V'dober Moshe Cain el bnei Yisrael velo shamu el Moshe mikotzer ruah umi avodah kasha. V'dober Adonai el Moshe lemor bo daber el Paro melech Mitzrayim Vishalat et bnei Yisrael me'artso.
beautifully done.
We can't quite drop the mic yet, but after blessing.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayolam nata b'toheinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. So we still have a little bit more service to go, right? You still have your Haftarah and you still have your Devar Torah, but I'm happy to see how proud Rowan is because he has worked very hard for the past many months, and you just chanted that beautifully. One of the best times that I've heard him chant it. But there's still more. You can't drop the mic for a little bit longer. So at this time, though, after Torah is read, we lift it high in the air for all to see. We are in our prayer books once again. If you'd like to follow along on page 370, I'm going to invite Seth to lift the Torah for us, and I'm going to invite the congregation to please rise. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael api Adonai biyad Moshe. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe. Vezot HaTorah. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe. Vezot HaTorah. Please keep singing. I haven't learned how to sing and give directions at the same time. Vezot HaTorah. Wait. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe. You may be seated. Rowan, you stay. River, Enzo, you can go back to your seats. We turn now to our Haftarah. This morning we will be doing our blessings together in Hebrew and a selection of Haftarah. Rowan will lead us in English. If you'd like to follow along, you can find it in your maroon Torah commentaries on page 370. But first, we're going to join together in our blessings for Haftarah. Okay, go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nimiim tovim v'ratzah v'divraham hane'emarim be'emet Baruch atah Adonai Haboher Basara Uv Moshe Avdo Uv Yisrael Amo Uvin V'yeh Ha'emet V'tzedek. Thus said the Lord God, when I have gathered the house of Israel from the peoples among which they have been dispersed, and have shown myself holy through them in the sight of the nations, they shall settle on their own soil, which I have gave to my servant Jacob, and they shall dwell on it in security. They shall build houses and plant vineyards, and shall dwell on it in security. When I have meted out punishment to all those about them who despise them, and they shall know that I, the Lord, am their God. In the 10th year, on the 12th day of the 10th month, the word of the Lord came to me. Mortal, turn your face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him and all Egypt. Speak these words, thus said the Lord God. I am going to deal with you, O Pharaoh, king of Egypt, mighty monster, sprawling in your channels, who said, my Nile is my own. I made it for myself. I will put hooks in your jaws, and I will make the fish of your channels cling to your scales. I will haul you up from your channels, with all the fish of your channels clinging to your scales, and I will fling you into the desert with all the fish of your channels. You shall be left lying in the open, ungathered and unburied. I have given you as food to the beasts of the earth and the birds of the sky. Then all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am the Lord, because you are a staff of reed to the house of Israel.
We join together in our after Haftarah blessing, which if you'd like to join us is on page 372 in our prayer books.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sor kol haolamim sadiq b'kol hadorot ha'el ha'neman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha ve'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitbarashim habefi kol hai tamid leolam va'ed baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat. Before we return our Torah to the Ark, we offer prayers for our congregation, our country, and for Israel. Those can be found in the prayer book on pages 376 and 377. And to offer these prayers for us, I invite up Steve, Katie, and Dari to lead us.
Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion and prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha b'yirah na'avod.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
You will get a hug in a minute. And then you can either just do this or it's up to you.
O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Can you stand up so you can give your family some hugs? We now return our Torah to the Ark. I'm going to invite Max and Zev to make their way up to the Ark, but don't open it yet, as we all turn together to page 374 in our prayer books. Page 374, and I invite you to please rise. Max and Zev, you can open it now.
There's a blood scene.
Hallelujah.
Okay. What does it mean to be a good leader? What does it mean to be a good follower? Throughout Torah, we learn about different leadership styles. One of the most famous leaders in the Torah is Moses. The section of Torah I chanted for you today is a familiar story about Moses' leadership. It comes from the book of Exodus. It is about God speaking to Moses and telling him to go to Pharaoh and ask him to free the enslaved Israelites. Pharaoh refuses at first. In the beginning, the Israelite slaves feel hopeless, but with the help of Moses and God, they march across the Red Sea to freedom. We retell this story every year when we celebrate Passover and are told to feel as if we ourselves were slaves in Egypt, who experienced hardships but pushed through and were able to overcome. Moses' leadership style in this story teaches us that a leader has to be persistent. A leader can never give up. A leader needs to earn the trust of the people. A leader needs to remind everyone not to give up and to continue working towards their shared goals, even if they are frustrated and not quickly getting what they want. The Israelites were destitute, and their spirits had been crushed by the harsh treatment they received from the Egyptians. When Moses arrived with a message from God to free the Israelites, they did not follow at first because they were fearful that the Egyptians would catch up and punish them. This was crushing for Moses, but as a leader, he knew he had to persevere and overcome. He had to gain the Israelites' trust and had to prove to Pharaoh and his people that God existed. After God sent plagues to show power, Moses was able to convince the Israelites to join him, and Pharaoh allowed them to leave. Just like Moses had to push through difficult times to be a good leader, each one of us has moments where we have to do the same. Famous basketball player Michael Jordan said, "Earn your leadership every day." Another great basketball player, Kobe Bryant, said, "Great things come from hard work and perseverance, no excuses." These are two basketball stars that have influenced me to play the game. I play on my middle school's basketball team. In this year's season, we were humbled when we lost, but we did not give up, but instead, this pushed us even harder to put in the work and become better. The very next game against one of the best teams in the parish, we played hard and beat them. Every day, we have to keep moving, stay strong, push through, and work together as a team. When we do this, we're able to be successful, like the Israelites were under Moses' leadership. Not only when playing sports, but also in life, we learn important leadership skills. Every day, there are many people who must step up and take on responsibility. Camp counselors, clergies, and my own father and his business are just some examples of leaders today. Often, a leader must persevere through setbacks and resistance, sometimes even from the people they are trying to help. Remember, the Israelites were reluctant to follow Moses, even though he was trying to save them. In our Jewish heritage, perseverance is one of the biggest reasons lots of us are here. Perseverance has been a necessity for Jews of all generations. My great-grandfather, Fred Jelen, also known as Opa, was an incredible example of persevering through unbelievable hardship and rebuilding his life. He was oppressed and arrested by the Nazis and forced to live in a concentration camp. He and the other boys and men were deprived of basic necessities and humanities. Many resorted to suicide, but Opa, as a young man, stayed strong. He came down with pneumonia in the concentration camp and survived without any medical attention by spending time lying under the sun in the snow as recommended by a doctor who was also a prisoner in the camp. Miraculously, he survived illness, starvation, torture, and escaped the camp to Holland. From Holland, he took a boat to Cuba, arriving with only the suit on his back. He ultimately landed in the United States. He didn't speak any English, but worked hard to earn a living and eventually built a multi-million-dollar baby clothes manufacturing company in New Orleans. Sadly, when he sold the company, the man who bought it went bankrupt and couldn't finish paying them back the money. Opa was back to square one. He became a salesman for Creole Delicacies, a gourmet food company, before becoming a partner in a giant fruitcake company. To me, Opa is the ultimate sign of perseverance, and I am blessed to be presented with his talis for my bar mitzvah today. At Jacob's Camp, I've made friends who are like brothers to me. Camp has impacted my life in many ways. Some of my best memories are from winning, losing, and getting right back into the Gaga pit, no matter what. Oddly enough, I've learned about things about both perseverance and leadership in the Gaga pit. This is why I've decided to share this experience with people in my community and build a Gaga pit for the members of our congregation. Moses' leadership, strengths, and hardships are still important lessons for us today. As I get older, I know I'll be given opportunities to be a leader. I hope I will continue to grow and learn from the lessons on leadership taught in the Torah portion I chanted for you today. There are a couple of other leaders I would like to recognize and thank today as well. Rabbi Smiley, Julie Tepper, Jeremy Finkelman, and the other teachers for guiding me through my Jewish education, teaching me Hebrew, and preparing me for this day. Michael and Joey Roth for leading our congregation through beautiful songs. Thank you, friends and family who traveled near and far to be here to support me today. Jacob's Camp for giving me the best summer every year and a place that gives me support to be proud of my Jewish heritage in the Deep South. Thank you to those who accepted a role during this service and took on other tasks to make today happen. Thank you to Dee Dee and Grumpus for all they do and for hosting this fabulous luncheon we are about to enjoy. Your love and dedication to my Jewish education is one of the reasons I am standing here today. None of this would be possible without you. Thank you, River, for convincing me to go to Jacob's Camp. Thank you, Dad, for embracing the Jewish heritage you married into, learning about Judaism alongside me, and always making sure to wake me up in time for Hebrew school on Sunday. I love you, Dad. You are the best. Lastly, I would like to thank my mother. She is the most wonderful person on the planet. She guides me through the good, the bad, and everything in between. She proudly supports my sneaker habit and is the best cook. She is the best friend in the whole wide world. Mom, you are amazing. Thank you so much for this perfect bar mitzvah experience. I will remember this weekend forever. Love, Rowan. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
You know, I'm going to be honest, I have done this many times, and Rowan, you might be the first one to take a bow and then do a little dance after your Devar Torah. Few more things for us to do, but the first thing I'm going to do is those people who know that they're helping, now's the time to do what you're going to do. Thank you, thank you. And for those of you who will be receiving something for those who are helping, this is not to be opened and eaten. I'll give you instructions in a moment what we are doing with them. But we're going to try to very quietly, because I'm going to keep talking, have our friends, it's not happening yet, to have our friends help. So before we do that though, Rowan, I know you're like, what's that dance move you did in my office for the past 8 months? This thing all over my office, what'd you do? Okay, so all over my office I learned about the gritty. But, so, Rowan, can you take a deep breath for me? You did it. Rowan led us beautifully in services this morning, chanted amazingly from his Torah, did his Haftarah blessings, and then also taught us an important lesson. And not just a lesson for the people in this corner, a lesson from all of us. Because every single one of us, whether we are a leader or a follower or whatever we're doing, we have an opportunity sometimes to need to persevere. And thank you so much for sharing the story of your great-grandfather with us. He is like anticipating this moment. Great-grandfather with us this morning. So let me explain what's happening. In Jewish tradition, when we celebrate, we talk about the oneg, the sweetness, the joy of those celebrations. And one way we add even more joy to our Shabbat services is by calmly, quietly pretending that we remember that we're in a sanctuary and that we're here to pray. Throw a little bit of sweets at the person we're celebrating. So, the instructions are going to be the following. Rowan, I'm going to ask you to stand right here. Not with like your I'm throwing from third base home to get the guy out or whatever before he slides home arm, but with your I'm playing with my 3-year-old cousin arm. When I count to 3, I'm going to invite you after I get out of the way. No, he's very concerned about his great-grandfather's talit. Oh yeah. When I count to 3, after I get out of the way, I'm going to invite you to throw the candy, but not until I count to 3. 1, 2, and when you do it, you Back to your seats. Who made this? Is this you?
Yeah.
Is it you?
He had the same bar mitzvah date as me, but he
Oh, I know who it is.
Whoa! Wait, can I explain who he is? I will. Yeah.
So, I'm going to invite everybody now to take a deep breath. Try to focus your mind. Rowan, you done. Rowan. No, do not throw that. Focus your mind back on the moment. Just a quick bit of explanation. The joy of getting to go to Jewish overnight summer camp, which we know Rowan has talked about a lot, and this group over here is visiting from. The boys who chose to lift up the faith. Sometimes when you are lucky enough to have so many Jewish friends, sometimes bar mitzvahs happen on the same day. So, that just to share, we are very excited. But guess what Rowan gets to do for the rest of his life with his friend from Jacob's camp, whose bar mitzvah was also today? You can chant your Torah portions as a duet for the rest of your life. And I expect them to do so. So, Rowan, you've truly been a blessing to us this morning. But you see these two people sitting here? Your mom, your dad? You've been a blessing to them for your entire life. So it is only fitting that I now invite Jenny and Jacob to come up here and offer Rowan a blessing on the day he officially becomes a bar mitzvah. So, Mom, Dad, stand up there with your hands.
Step stool.
I'll have one. Thank you. You want to start?
Me? Wow, Rowan. Following that up, that's tough, man. You really set the bar pretty high. Your mom and I are not only proud of how well you led the congregation this morning, but we're even more proud of the wonderful young man you've become. Many people in this room know immediately.
You want me? So
Yes.
a lot of y'all know the story about, I didn't find out if Rowan was going to be a boy or a girl, and he was delivered. The doctor said, it's a boy, and my reaction was to start crying because I wanted a girl so badly. My mom had bought a little cheerleader LSU doll. We were all thinking a girl was coming, and then this beautiful boy came instead. Yes, your dad was happy to have another boy. I think he was a little bit scared of having a daughter. Your brother wanted to return you and get a sister instead. I told him no. We kept you. Clearly, bigger forces knew what a blessing you would be to our family. You quickly became a loyal friend to your brother. You were always the first one to ask your dad how his day is when he gets home from work, which means a lot to him. You keep us all thinking by starting philosophical conversations, and you keep us all laughing with your quick wit. You are my shopping buddy, fashion consultant, and never fail to let me know how much you appreciate me. There is never a hike you won't take with me, no matter how long or how difficult it may be. We have climbed almost 5,000 feet at dusk to catch a sunset. We have trekked through neck-deep water of the Narrows, and you never left my side. You are always ready to learn from me, no matter what the subject, and in turn share your knowledge with me. Because of you, I can throw a football in a spiral. I know about neap tides, and I learned to sink a left-handed layup at 45. That was recent. That was a recent one. Do you want to finish?
Yeah. The Torah portion you read this morning was very fitting. Every year, we hear from your camp counselors, coaches, and teachers that you are captivating, a natural leader, and always encouraging others when they need it most.
We hope as you continue your journey into adulthood, you use these gifts to make the world a better place. Although this is a special moment, many others await you. We look forward to seeing all that you achieve in life and know those achievements will be plentiful. Our wish to you is that you will always feel the amount of love you do today, every day. That you will always handle life's L's and W's with as much grace as you do now. and know that we will always be by your side, no matter how high the climb or how deep the water. We are blessed to be your parents. Your brother, your dad, and I could not be happier that 13 years ago, Dr. Wilt spoke the words, "It's a boy." We love you, Mazel.
And don't forget to take your shot.
What shot?
Whenever it's time, take your shot. Yes.
I know.
So,
Stepping on.
can I help you? I know there's candy up here. Rowan, can I help you put that tally back on? So, I'm gonna help you, 'cause that's upside down. In Jewish tradition, at life cycle moments like this, we have the opportunity to offer a very, very special blessing that comes from Torah that I get to offer on behalf of everyone here. So I'm gonna ask Mom and Dad if you'll stand right here. Come on the other side. Face me, everybody face me. So in a moment, I'm gonna offer the words of the priestly blessing to Rowan. When I do this though, I want everybody in the room to think about the blessings you have for him and send them through the wavelengths to Rowan. I'm gonna have Mom and Dad stay up here. I'm gonna have you scooch into like a little triangle here. And I'm gonna invite Mom and Dad to be my hands here. Put your hands on his shoulders, on his head, on his whatever you're comfortable. So Rowan, I offer you this blessing. It comes from Torah, and I say it on behalf of everyone who is here to support you this morning, who hopes that all of the blessings you have for yourself as well come true. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikuneka. May God's light shine upon you and always be with you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lacha shalom. May you feel God's presence from this day and every day. May all the blessings your mom and dad and family and friends and Jacob's Camp community have for you come true. May the blessings you have for yourself be found in the days to come. But Rowan, most of all, may you find that ever special blessing of shalom, the blessing of peace. And let us together say, Amen. So, I'm going to ask Mom and Dad to have a seat. And I'm going to invite Steve Cavalier, the president of our congregation, to come up, share a few brief announcements, and also offer Rowan some fun gifts from the congregation. I'll pick them up for you.
Rowan, congratulations. And congratulations to your family. I am so impressed with how well you did leading services last night and this morning. The English, the Hebrew, the trope, chanting the Torah, and in your lesson. It was all really beautiful, it really was. And the fact that you incorporated history of your family in it was so meaningful, it really was. And I like the fact that you gave your talk on leadership, because I can tell, I know you have a family of leaders. Your grandparents have been leaders in the Jewish community here for a very, very long time. And I think you're just starting out as a leader in the Jewish community. So I look forward to all the things that you're going to accomplish in the future. And I have a few things to present to you, a couple to honor today and a couple to help you on your journey as a leader as you go forward. So first we have the certificates. So here I have your Bar Mitzvah certificate, and I also have a certificate for dollars from Yala Israel to help support you going on a summer trip to Israel in a few years when you're able to do that. And this is a copy of your Parsha in English and in Hebrew that Dr. Harold Grant made for you to keep. So you can, when you do your duet with your friends, you can use that. And then To help you on your journey also from the congregation, there's a set of candlesticks and a kiddush cup. So again, congratulations on your achievement today. You can put this back over here.
You, if you promise not to get up and talk, can go sit with your friends.
Other announcements now.
Yeah, so that's right here.
Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Welcome to all who have come from near and far for this service today. Thank you for joining us. And again, congratulations to family, and thanks to Joey and Michael for the beautiful music, and to Rabbi, I'm used to seeing you over there, and to Rabbi Smiley. Tonight there will be a Havdalah service on Zoom hosted by the Saxey family at 5:30 p.m. Tomorrow join Ben Sheber for lifelong learning at 2 p.m. to continue with the course on Josephus. Also on Sunday at 7 p.m. for Israeli dancing in our social hall. The Baton Rouge Jewish Film Festival continues throughout the weekend. Mark your calendars for the UJCBR annual meeting. You don't want to miss the annual meeting on January 21st at 2 p.m. in the social hall. For more details on these events and everything that goes on here, there's lots of activities. Please consult the weekly announcements that come out, the monthly newsletter, the website, or call the office. There's plenty of ways to find out what's going on. Immediately following services this morning, everyone is invited to join us in the social hall for a Kiddush celebration in honor of Rowan. Again, thank you all very much, and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Steve. So as we prepare to conclude our service now, I invite you to open up your prayer books, the thick blue books, to our concluding prayers, page 586. I invite Penelope and Simon to join us at the Ark to open the Ark, page 586. I invite the congregation to please rise. our prayers draw to a close this morning, we turn our thoughts to our loved ones who are no more. This morning, we remember one taken from us recently, Leonard Knackman. And to his name, we add the name of those who passed away during the past year: Ronald St. Pierre, Josh Yellen, Celestina Kovacevic, Margaret Shaw, Albert Frankel, Jerry Adams, Stephen Zuckerman, Erwin Shabe, Jeannie Samuels, Robert Berenson, Stacy Summer, Alvin Mykoff, John Carlson, Ruth Ann Miller, John Roheim, Barry Burton, Shirley Judge, Betty Simons, Lee Kaplan, and Joanne Bender. We also think of those who died at this season in years past and whose family members are observing the Yortzeit, the anniversary of death, on this Shabbat. Herbert Barton, Robert Beck, Joan Berenson, Gerald Bine, Robert Blumberg, Eileen Burton, Ruth Dunn, Ethel Emick, Louise Gartner, Ethel Jacobs, Herbert Jenkins, Corinne Kaufman, Evelyn Plonsker, Sylvia Russoff, Joseph Samuels, Esther Slipman, Louis Turchin, Doris Weil. And this morning, as we celebrate Rowan becoming a bar mitzvah, we also remember the following members of his family who are no longer with us: Sharon Hutchison, Sally Jellin, Fred Jellin, Albert Kunstler, and Yossi Yerushalmi. If there are others you are thinking of and remembering this morning, if you'd like to share their names aloud, I invite you to do so as one community at this time. For the names we heard aloud and those whom we hold in our hearts, and for all of those who lost their lives too soon in Israel, we offer these words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 598, and I invite you to please rise. Yitgadol v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha barichu, le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May all their memories be for a blessing, as together we say. Amen. You may be seated. To close out our service this morning, let us offer more prayers of peace as we sing together.
Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu.
We're going to join together now in Kiddush and Motzi, so when we go into the social hall, we can join right together in our celebratory lunch. So I'm going to ask as calmly as it is possible, if all of our Jacob's Camp friends can come to the front. Up here, I'm going to really need to shine your faces, way up here, way up here. Way up here, does he have a picture of your face? Friends, you know, you were better listeners when I was with you at camp. Right here, right here. Oh. Way up in front. Way up in front. Oh, shoot. God, dang, I'm tripping over everything.
Let's figure that.
Okay, let's be gentle. I'm going to invite the congregation to please rise. Don't drink it yet. We're going to join together. Okay, friends. Now the girls were ready for Motzi, but now we're going to turn to Motzi. Sorry, guys. Come, Jacob's Camp friends. Come closer, Rowan. You're going to help us. Come on, you spent 4 weeks together at camp. You must be cleaner now. Shabbat shalom! Okay, friends, let's follow up. Jacob's Camp friends are staying for a visit. All of your friends are staying for a picture. Let's follow up. If you're a friend for Jacob's Camp family, you're taking a picture.
I'm good.
Half of my job, once I'm done half an hour every
I can see that. When Steve was talking to him, like, I know I was like, you start to rock.
I know, it's like I didn't feel like standing next to him for some time. But yes. Thank you for
Of course.
Joey, that's wonderful as always. Wonderful. Thank you.
Are you even level 28? No, I'm like level 8. You got a queue with me and Noah. Me and Noah.
Throw.
I don't know y'all playing Val.
Think. You gotta queue Val. 3 stack. 3 stack. Wow. Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow. Okay.
What level are you at? We'll cue some on.
Did you have to take the wine cup away from the kids?
He was just walking away with us.
Just put it on the table.
Don't worry about it.
You notice that I started dancing around because Rowan was dancing so much. I'm gonna get out of their picture. Absolutely. You could put, if you could get it to where it belongs.
Here, guys, y'all get like all adorable for a photo.
Yes, at 100%.
Wherever you are in the world.
Great job, brother. Great job. Look, Mr. Michael and I were talking. No, it's the one that you. That one. That one. What is that called? The
Gritty.
The what?
The gritty.
The gritty. Okay.
Mama.
Where do you want to be? Do you want to be here? Do you want to be down there? Do you want to be up the arc?
And maybe closest to the same last
He's ready for the runway. He's ready for the runway.
Go Steph Uzi in the house.
Stand still long enough for the sit tape on. Your hands on the outside of this. Should have taken that picture before I just ran a marathon with you. Did you notice that you were moving around, about to move around?
They told me to chug it and I chugged the line.
Do you want to do like intro here or?
Family, let's get
Everybody can move this way. We're gonna do that.
Skittles left track.
Ooh, can I see your Joe, you're not listening to me. She doesn't know what I asked her. I saw him before he was like,
No one's licking the outside around. All right, you want it?
no, I'm good. I'm reaching out.